start this again. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to keep this video very short. Um, I had started to make a video. I changed my mind and decided not to do it. Um, so I'm going to make this one instead. I just wanted to come on and say that I am very sorry to the Palestinians and the Israeli people who have lost their lives, their homes, um, those that have who have survived and that are hurting. I would like to apologize on behalf of my country, on behalf of my president, Biden, on behalf of the candidates that are running and focusing on terrorism. Um, I can't really apologize on behalf of your country's presidents or the people that are acting the way they are behaving. But on behalf of my government, apologize for them supporting and acting like terrorists and playing the name game. We all know what's happening. People cannot leave their country and get out of the way. I was able to watch a news um, report where they are throwing leaflets down. They're throwing leaflets down and they're asking the Palestinians to leave their homes because they're planning on bombing the Gaza market, the Gaza Strip. So they're planning on killing more Palestinians that have nothing to do with the murders of the Israeli people that the Hamas group who's getting revenge against the Israelis who murdered their parents in this same fashion when they were younger. Um, they created this Hamas exactly the same way that they created them 20 years ago. These were the babies when Netanyahu and Biden um, dropped bombs on the buildings from 20 years ago. Um, when I sat and watched in horror the people who couldn't get out because back then ISIS or whomever it was refused to let those people live. And they watched their parents be blown up. So they created this group of Hamas 20 years ago. And it's 20 years later, and they decided to, unfortunately, kill Israelis to get revenge for Netanyahu, who just got back into office. Just got back in. Instead of him being in prison, he got back into office. And so you say, why now? Because he just got back in. And they said, oh, it's our time to strike. He's back in. So there was someone who wanted to do a deal and separate the land as it was supposed to be. And Netanyahu got back in and he said, no deal. When is it going to stop? So I would like to ask people seeing this video to please share it with as many people as you can. And on behalf of America, to just ignore the ignorance of the people, the senators, and Biden. And please join me as an American And knowing that Biden is about to supply weapons and resources to kill those people who are unable to leave, and just apologize on behalf of our country. Uh, the Cory Bookers that are out there, because there is a way to go after Hamas and get Hamas. They have been spending since 2013, approximately after 2011, $1.6 billion a year on the Iron Dome. And the purpose of the Iron Dome was to intercept voices, communications, bombs, for this purpose, so that they could hear them making plans, and that they could give us the information on who was supposed to be attacking us, all the way from Iraq, Iran, Lebanon, Israel. They could hear it from the moon. They could hear with those interceptors and warn us. Why can't you hear from Israel what's going on the West Bank? Why can't you hear? You should be able to hear who has asthma. You should be able to hear who belches. You should be able to hear who passes gas in Israel with that Iron Dome on the West Bank. I don't know why you can't hear what Hezbollah, Iran, Iraq, and people on the West Bank and the Gaza Strip are talking about with that Iron Dome that we have been funding since 2013. Netanyahu, you should be able to hear when they flush the toilet. There's no reason for you to bomb anyone. You should have heard them coming a mile away. There's no reason that handheld rockets made it into Israel unless you wanted those Israelis murdered. Innocent people, you allowed those Israelis to be murdered, Netanyahu, because you are a terrorist. You, Biden, Blinken, Harris, Kamala Harris, you all are murderers. The Democrats, the Republicans, you profit from war. So please, the innocent people who have lost their lives, please accept my apology. And any American who will join me in extending our sincere and heartfelt apology. We are sorry for our government. We are sorry that our government is killing your people in Israel, killing your people in any other country, in any other war, just so that these capitalist bastards can make money and funnel it back into their pockets. I apologize. And I hope that other Americans will join me and apologize for our government. I cannot tell you to have a good night. I can only sincerely apologize.